Hello everybody and welcome back to the FC25 Career Mode Dream Team series. Of course, in this career mode we've built a hybrid squad using players from all the FC25 career modes we did, all three of those that is, with Celtic, United and Montreal. We've put them into the Oxford United team as they were the club we used in FC24 and we are trying to win the quadruple. And here in Season 2 is the first season where we are eligible to complete the challenge because of course in Season 1 we did qualify for the Champions League. And we get things kicked off in this episode with some highlights here away from home against Crystal Palace in the third round of the League Cup. Alejandro Garnacho getting his first goal of the season. Beautiful strike there to give us a 1-0 lead. And I thought, because we were playing quite well at this point, yeah, this should be a fairly straightforward game. But then this happened straight away afterwards. And I am trying to switch player here so much. And it only switches player right as that ball goes to, Nketiah. It switches over to Yusuf, gives him a huge gap, and then it was 1-1 only a matter of moments after we took the lead. But thankfully, it didn't mean much in the end because Adam Ida, we did bring him into the team today for Rasmus Højlund. We did kind of rotate a small bit in this game. Ida did give us the lead there with his first goal of the season, I think. Don't think he'd actually played much before this game anyway, and I do believe this is his first goal of the season. And it was a great finish as well to put us back in front. We were by far the better team in this game. We really did dominate, and that was evident again here in the second half with Adam Ida getting his second and our third goal. What a ball that was by GSP. Ida putting it through the legs of the goalkeeper, and I knew from here we were definitely through to the next round. Decided to make a few changes then just to kind of freshen things up a little bit. Cole Palmer, the top scorer from last season, came off the bench. Lovely little dribble there and a beautiful finish to wrap it up. So 4-1 here. This hopefully will be the first of 4 trophies that we might win this season, and we are through to the 4th round of the League Cup. 4 really is the magic number. I didn't know what 2 games I was going to play in full in this episode. In one way I kind of wish this game against Tottenham was one of them. In another way I'm really glad it wasn't, because when I tell you this controller, I don't know how I haven't broken it. Honestly, it's one of the biggest mysteries as to how I didn't just smash it off the floor with how frustrating this game was. Look at the first goal we concede here. Ball gets whipped in, headed away, it looks like it's going to go out for a goal kick. Nope. Heung-min Son keeps it in there, just about. Sami Zayn knows basically nothing about it, and it ends up in the back of the net. And you want to know the craziest thing? That's probably not the most bizarre own goal in this game from a goalkeeper. Stay tuned. But that did put us 1-0 down. Rasmus then did get an equaliser only a couple of minutes later. Good ball there by Kerkez, and a pretty standard finish there from Rasmus Højlund in this game. We've seen that so many times. Again, when it comes to Rasmus Højlund, yeah, in FIFA at least, you have to forget about real life and just realise that he is a different beast altogether in this game. And then we actually did take the lead here. Anthony Gordon going on a decent run. Really good finish here. He did score against Arsenal in the Champions League final in the Celtic career mode, and now he scored against the white half of North London here in this game. The only reason Tottenham are in the away kit is because my eyesight is not amazing. Let's just say that. So when Tottenham are wearing their white jersey up against yellow, sometimes it's hard to pick out at a quick glance which player is which. So yeah, just getting that in there as well before anybody asks. Rodrigo Bentancur then did get the equaliser, and look at this again. The amount of times I've conceded a goal like that, again, there's just nothing you can do about it. There is just absolutely nothing you can do about goals like that. It's not about being good or bad at defending. That is a pure case of EA want this to go in the back of the net, therefore it is going in the back of the net. And then, just when you thought Sami Zayn scored the most bizarre own goal of the game, this happens. What do you even say? Timber hits both posts. Vicario tries to keep it out. He palms the ball with one hand, it hits his other hand, and it trickles over the line. Sami Zayn saved the blushes of conceding the most embarrassing own goal in the game. In my opinion, at least. Let me know in the comments which own goal you think was worse. I think it's that one because, at least with Sami Zayn, there was nothing he could do about that Heung-min Son one. Vicario nearly makes a brilliant save, and he's ended up palming into the back of his own net. It's crazy. But it didn't really mean much for Tottenham in the end, because straight away they got an equaliser. I mean, look at that. Heung-min should be winning that tackle. Somehow Kulusevski doesn't even lose the ball. He finds Memphis, who put it in the back of the net. And I knew after that then that this was going to be The scoring wasn't done there. That was 3-3 with about half an hour to go, and then they went 4-3 up. Too easy for them there. Kulusevski on his so-called weaker foot, putting Tottenham in the lead. But we did get an equaliser with 4 minutes to go, and I knew from here it wasn't going to end in a draw. It was either going to be Tottenham going up the other end and scoring, or it was going to be us. And it was them. And it was Kulusevski again. Maddison there, clean through into Kulusevski. And I just lost my head at this point. I just lost my head. I didn't even care. I didn't even want the draw, in a way. Honestly, it was just such a frustrating goal to concede. And Memphis then, he decided he wasn't finished either. I had just lost all sense of what I was doing here. But look at that. Left-footed shot from Memphis from that range. How is that going in? 85 rated goalkeeper in between the sticks. Honestly, FC 26... surely you can't be any worse than this. Surely. But after that disappointment there in North London, we then moved on here to match day 2 of the Champions League in Bergamo, taking on Atalanta, where we made up for the defeat against Fenerbahce in the opening game of this competition. Rasmus Højlund there showing some respect to his former employer as he gave us a 1-0 lead here with a really, really good finish, and it's great to see that his goal scoring form continues on into whatever competition that we are playing in. He has been probably the biggest positive of this season so far. Anthony Gordon then did put us 2-0 up, just like in the Tottenham game. He gets our second goal here. Really, really good finish there. He did really well to stay on side as well, and a lot of credit has to go to Quinton Timber as well, who of course got the assist. But then, of course, we had to concede an annoying goal here. I mean, like, this is what I mean, right? You can criticise my defending all you want. I'm trying to switch to Lenny Yoro there. For some reason, it's staying on Phil Brooks. I'm spamming L1, and it will not switch over. Phil Brooks runs away from the ball as they put the ball into the back of the net. Really, really frustrating. But thankfully, though, we did still go into the second half with a 2-goal lead. A beautiful strike here from Rasmus Højlund. He didn't celebrate the first one, but boy, did he celebrate that. Really good finish just outside the box. Rifled it into the top corner, and we had a 3-1 advantage going into the second half. They did pull one back with 10 minutes to go from Ederson here from the corner. To be fair here, I probably should have defended a bit better. It is a good finish. Nothing the keeper could do about it, but probably should have closed them down a bit quicker. But thankfully, it didn't mean anything in the end. We got our first 3 points here in the Champions League, and hopefully it's the start of us continuing our quest to qualify via the top 8. I cannot be dealing with having to go through the playoffs in this season. Our attention switches back to the Premier League as we take on Crystal Palace for the second time in this episode. We dismantled them in the 4th round of the League Cup. Not the 4th round, the 3rd round of the League Cup, I should say, to get to the 4th round of the League Cup. And now we have them here in the Premier League. They're in 14th place. We've got a full strength team. We're at home. I know that quick sim games is a bit of a risk, but I feel like in these circumstances it might be a risk worth taking. And it is a 2-0 win here. Gordon and Timber on the score sheet. Nobody gets injured as well, which is a bonus. And main thing though is, of course, the 3 points. Now we take a trip to the Etihad Stadium to play our first full game of the episode. We did win this fixture last season with Adamita scoring in the dying moments of the game. Hopefully this time round it'll be a lot more comfortable, but let's be honest, this is the Straight Outta Cloyne YouTube channel. It's never straightforward, never a dull moment, of course, is the catchphrase here. I tried to say that in mostly positive moments, but I feel like today it's mostly been in negative moments that I could have said that phrase, which is why I didn't say it. By the way, lads, I feel like I've spoke about this quite a lot lately, saying sorry if I sound a little bit under the weather and, you know, if the commentary sounds a bit different. I'm not feeling under the weather in terms of feeling sick at the moment. It is just ridiculously hot in this room right now. It's very, very warm here in Ireland at the moment. You can probably hear my fan here in the background. But I want to get these episodes out. I don't want to delay this series any more than we already have. I didn't actually mean to skip that. I kind of wanted to see Man City's team, but whatever. Let's get things kicked off here. I have made one change, actually. GSP hasn't been playing great lately, so I've put Cole Palmer as the number 10, and Garnacho starts out on the right, so hopefully that will work in our favour. But yeah, that's the only major change that we have made to the team. But yeah, it's just baking hot in here. It's been very, very tough to find a time to try and record. It's currently 5:15 in the morning now on the day that this is being uploaded, so yeah, I do apologise. It's just baking hot in this room, but this is probably the least warm it's going to be in here all day, which is why it's best for me to record now. But hopefully we can get a win here against Man City, and that'll make me feel better about the heat stroke I'm about to get there in a second. I'm obviously joking, but still, I just wanted to mention that it's really, really warm in here, so I do apologise. And that's kind of why I haven't gone live for a while for this series. I did want to have a mixture of live episodes and pre-recorded episodes. The last time I tried to go live, I will never forget how warm it was in here. Honestly, it was... I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy to be in a room that warm. It was literally like being in a volcano. So yeah, hopefully when the weather cools down a bit, we'll get on doing these episodes live, if FC26 hasn't come out yet and we're still doing this series. But I'm sure that there'll be 1 or 2 rainy days coming up, which will help with how warm it'll be in this room. But anyways, we're focusing too much on that. Let's focus on the game here. Here's Cole Palmer, former Man City player. Over to Kirkez. Oh, lovely back heel there to Anthony Gordon. And Palmer now again. Here's Hulman. Garnacho. Oh, he's just put it past the post. The former Manchester United player. In the sense that he's not playing for United in this career mode, and it looks like he's not going to be playing for United in real life for much longer, and that kind of counts whether he's at the club or not, because he has said it's either Chelsea or he stays at United and doesn't play for 12 months, which says a lot about the real life attitude of Garnacho, which is why I was a little bit hesitant to sign him in this career mode. But we needed another winger. Of course, we can only sign players that we used in FC25 career mode, so he was the best option. Oh, everyone knows, if you're a long-term viewer of the channel, how much I can't stand the man on the screen right there. Not that guy in the crowd, the guy who you saw just before the camera cut. Erling Haaland. Honestly, what did that guy Trogden say? It's Erling Braut Haaland. No, it's Erling Prick Haaland. Because that's all this guy is an absolute prick. I cannot stand him. He's just put us 1-0 down here. And we already have a mountain to climb here. Not really been many chances in this game, but of course he gets one opportunity and he takes it. Can we get a quick response here? Palmer, good run. Garnacho, can he get there? Oh, it's another own goal! This episode has seen some wild own goals. Cole Palmer is celebrating as if he's scored, but it's a bit of a bizarre one. The defender tries to make a tackle. It ricochets off the keeper, back off the defender, and we have gotten one of the luckiest equalisers you will ever see. Oh no, it's not off the keeper. It was Vardiol. I thought Ederson had gotten to it. Vardiol goes to clear it. It hits the Man City player. I can't even see who that is. But regardless, it's 1-1 here. It was Doyle. Doyle gets the own goal to get us back on level terms. The third own goal of this episode. Bloody hell, it's like United in 09-10. Constantly benefiting from own goals. Let's try not concede straight away. Good tackle there. Good block, I should say, by Phil Brooks. But it's Haaland again. Do you know what? I might sign him in the Everton career mode and just not play him. I'll do a Vince McMahon on it. It's like, oh, we could get all these WCW guys because, you know, WCW's gone out of business. We could push them as big stars. Or what I could do is I could bring them in, make an example of them, and just treat them like they're worthless. I think I might just do that with Haaland. Honestly. Bloody hell. He is just the most frustrating player to come up against. I mean, Mbappe obviously is difficult as well, but I feel like Haaland, he's just such a bloody just nightmare to compete against. He really is. And the fact that he plays for City doesn't help, of course, with me being a United fan. But still. There's Hoyland. Palmer on his right foot. Oh, I thought it had gone in. I thought we'd gotten another immediate equaliser, but it wasn't to be. Oh, it's never easy against Man City. It never is. But when you have the Aldi Brock Lesnar up front, it makes it even more awkward. Jack Grealish was on the ball there. Of course, he has signed for Everton in real life on loan, so I'm kind of looking forward to using him in that series, which of course will be the first career mode series of FC26. Lads, it's coming around quickly. Just over a month. we will be using the toffees. I'm very excited for it, and I do have a bit of a pull that I need to discuss. Oh crap. Let me hold that thought for a second. I will be putting a poll up on the channel next week in terms of the first transfer window, but I will put that up next week, and I'll be interested to see what the feedback is from the community. But no, I really am looking forward to that series, and hopefully we can get this series all wrapped up before then, because I really do feel like that we are cutting it fine at the moment. But that's another reason why I'm going to be simming games as well, is because we've got a very, very short turnover between now and the start of FC 26. But Erling Haaland there, 2 attempts, 2 goals, ruining my life yet again. Let's just get into the second half, where hopefully we can turn this game around. Haaland is going to kick things off here after getting those 2 goals in the first half. And can we win the ball back quickly here and get an early chance to equalise? Here's Haaland again, back with Gonzalez. They just pass it around so quickly, Man City. Sometimes I can tell the E8s are going to kick in just by how quick the opposition pass the ball. Rodri now over to Grealish. I mean, I was just going to say I can't get it off them at the moment. I win it back, and then I instantly lose it, honestly. Here's Silva now. Can Kirkes win that back? No, he can't. Silva into Haaland. Thankfully, not a very strong shot, which Sami Zayn will grab. And that's a lovely throw there out to Anthony Gordon. He's done well to hold on to it. Another former Everton player. Good run here from Gordon. Really good run. Can he get it in? Probably should have tried to square it. I think he could have curled that shot a little bit more than what he actually did. Can Mazraoui get there? No, he can't. Hjulman can't get there either. Oh, never mind. Yes, he can. My apologies, Hjulman. I doubted you for a second. You've actually done really well there to get that ball. Gordon, good turn. Still has it. Left foot. Good save. Wins the header. On Rasmus Højlund. Oh my god. How has he missed the target from there? Gonzalez is getting a yellow card. What's going on here? Oh, I thought we got a penalty for a second. Oh, I thought for a second it was a penalty. I thought maybe somebody got taken down off the ball. But no, I think it was for an earlier foul that I didn't actually see. Oh my god. And Kokchu, of course, who Man City paid the release clause for, has come off the bench here. We did have him in this series as well as the Celtic series, so hopefully he doesn't come back to haunt us in this game right here. Here's Garnacho. Brilliant goal by Garnacho. Brought into the starting 11, and he's brought us back on level terms here. Beautiful finish. I was half thinking of bringing on GSP with the way things were going, but I might hold off on it for now. It's a really good strike from the Argentine winger. Of course, he did score in the FA Cup final against Man City in 2024, but he's gotten a brilliant goal against them here as well for this Oxford United FC 25 career mode dream team. There wasn't really anybody he could have played in. Rasmus, I don't think, would have gotten the end of that, so he had to go alone, and he made the right decision in the end, because it's 2-2 now with 25 minutes to play. Here's Grealish. Over to Haaland now. We just need to try and keep him quiet. That's half the battle when you play Man City. Here's Kokchu. Erling Haaland, good tackle. Oh, we nearly gave it right back to him, but thankfully we deal with it well in the end. Hjulman now over to Palmer. Rasmus Højlund. Oh, well done, Rasmus. He's going to have a shot. Oh, for a second I thought Ederson wasn't going to recover there. If Rasmus was just a bit quicker, he might have got there. I just felt like the defender was going to intercept if he didn't have the shot, so I thought, why not? He did score a decent goal from distance against Atalanta. I thought he might have been able to do the same here, but it wasn't to be. That was a good tackle by Martinez. Anthony Gordon does really well there. Here's Palmer. Go on, you have a go as well, lad. Why not? Good save. Vardiol outpaces Garnacho, but Garnacho wins it back. Cole Palmer. Timber. Oh, what a finish by Quinton Timber! And we do take the lead. It's 3-2 here. He's going to go over and celebrate with the travelling fans. 12 minutes to go, and we do take the lead in what's been a very intense game. The sweat is pouring off my forehead. Nothing really to do with this game, it's just with how bloody warm it is at the moment, but that is a beautiful finish. Did it take a slight deflection there? Maybe it didn't, maybe it was just the camera angle, but regardless, I don't care. It's a really good finish. No, I don't think that took a deflection. 3-2 here, 12 minutes to go. I feel like now is a good time to make a change. Do you know what? Garnacho is a little bit knackered. I feel like now is a good time to bring on GSP. I'm going to bring on... No, I'm not going to bring on Maeda. I am going to bring on Maeda, but I'm going to play him up front. Why not? And I feel like... I should probably take off Mazraoui for Johnston. I'm going to bring on Kone in the midfield. Timber has just gotten his goal, but Kone is a bit more defensive-minded. So I am going to make that change. Freshen things up here a little bit. Well, it's not as late as the goal Adamita scored in this fixture last season, but I really don't care as long as it's the goal that gives us the 3 points. But City now immediately going to come on the attack here. Oh, fucking hell, what was that, Martinez? No, not him. Oh my god, it's hit the bar. Oh my goodness me, the woodwork has saved us there. Oh, we've really gotten away with one. Here's Gordon now. Decent run, but there's nobody up with him at the moment. Well, make the run, Maeda. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Maeda, surely to wrap it up. Off the bench, the Japanese superstar. I knew bringing him off the bench at that time was a bit of tactical masterclass, if I do say so myself. Sorry to let the ego run wild there for a second, but he's put us 4-2 up in a game where, I'll be honest, lads, at one stage I didn't think we were going to score a single goal, not counting the own goal, with the way things were going. It's a lovely ball there by Anthony Gordon over the top. Maeda with the finish. He can play anywhere across the front three, front four if you count the number 10 as well. And we've brought him on to play up front here, and he's come up with the goods. 4-2, only a few minutes to go, and surely now we have gotten the 3 points. I'm going to make some more changes. Christensen can come on for Kirkes. Oh yeah, actually, sorry, we only have one more change. I completely forgot that we made 4 changes in the first window and not just 3. But that was the main change I wanted to make anyway. I was tempted to bring on Adamita and maybe take off Palmer, but it's not a big deal. Just feel like the defensive change was the one that needed to be made. Only a second Premier League appearance of the season, Maeda. Well, that needs to change. But surely that is the clincher. City could pull one back here. I see, that's what I mean. That is what I mean. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, I just feel like every bloody shot goes in the back of the net at this stage from the opposition. It's so frustrating. Like, Sami Zayn should be saving that. Look, I still think we've won this game, but we're still conceding far too many goals. And listen, I saw that comment there that I think was left by Hulk Hogan, who said, brother, you need to work on your defending. And also, lads, don't be the coward that deletes his comment when he gets a response. It's a very, very annoying thing. If you're going to leave a comment, bloody stick to it. It's not... I'm not the best at defending, but it is not just down to that. There are certain things you just cannot control in this game. But thankfully, despite the fact we've conceded 3 goals in this game, we've ended up scoring 4, and we do get 3 points here on the road against Manchester City. Lovely stuff. As well, lads, that I'm actually going to call back Esteban Lepal from his loan at Crystal Palace. They're not playing him a lot. He's only played 5 games so far, 3 in the league and 2 in the League Cup. 3 goals and 5 appearances isn't too shabby, but just for squad depth reasons, I am actually going to call him back because I do feel like we are a little light in certain areas. One of those areas being attacking midfield, which Esteban Lepal can play in. So yeah, I've made the decision that we've called him back from his loan with Crystal Palace. But now we do have our first home Champions League game of the season up against AC Milan, or Milano FC. I've never gotten over the fact that the Milan teams aren't licensed, but whatever. The first time Champions League football has come here to the JJ Arena, and there is something I need to address here before we get into the game. I've had to address this a few times, but listen, any episode could be somebody's first episode, so it's still worth repeating. So, I did start this career mode before Diogo Jota passed away, as he comes onto the pitch here. Of course, since then, him and his brother Andre Silva both tragically passed away, but there's nothing I can do about Jota being in this save Basically, they have removed him from the game since him and his brother passed away, but it didn't affect existing saves that were made before he passed away. Obviously, he would have started this career mode at Liverpool. He has since moved on to AC Milan here. I mean, it's just typical that even when he leaves the Premier League, we get drawn against his new club in the Champions League. That's typical, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. So just before anybody points it out, I just wanted to get that out of the way. But anyways, enough of the pleasantries, let's get on with it. Our first home Champions League game of the season. After facing defeat against Fenerbahce in Istanbul, we then got a win against Atalanta in Bergamo, but now we are here on home soil against AC Milan, where hopefully we can pick up another 3 points. Can we get off to a quick start here with Garnacho, who is still in for GSP. I haven't dropped GSP permanently. I'm purely going off form at the moment. Feel like he needs to kind of pick his confidence back up and his form back up, and I think coming off the bench will help him with that more than starting the game and stinking it up and me taking him off. But for now, Garnacho is on the right and Palmer is playing as the number 10. That's not where I wanted that ball to go, but we still have it. Here's Timber. Palmer, go on, have a go, lad. Cole Palmer with the good strike. Maignan with the save. And we will get the corner here after 10 minutes. Very, very lively start from the Dream Team. I'm going to put Palmer on this corner. See what he can do with it. Headed away. Oh, I thought for a second that was going to land at the feet of Phil Brooks. There's a little bit of a kick clash here. Not 100%, but again, they're very light coloured jerseys, and the shorts are helping a little bit, but I just feel like Oxford really could have benefited from having a darker kit in this game. Milan had 2 very light jerseys too. Oh, it's a good save there by Sami Zayn. I mean, even Gonzalez on the ball there. I thought that was my player, honestly. My eyesight's not the best anyway, but still, I just feel like Oxford having a darker kit definitely would have helped. The 2 jerseys that they have are very, very similar in their lightness, as Milan put the ball wide there with Jota. Still 0-0 here though, as we approach the 20-minute mark, which in a way I'm almost happy about. Not happy that we haven't scored, but we haven't had problems scoring goals. It's conceding goals that has been the issue, so I'm actually okay with it being 0-0 for the time being, but that's a very poor place to give away the ball. Kirkes is still going to chase it down though, but Milan do deal with it. Here at the back, here's Tomori into Calabria. Of course, AC Milan will not be playing any European football this season in real life after a disappointing season in Serie A. Rafael Leao was given way too much space there. I thought for a second that shot was going to hit the target, but thankfully it hasn't. We need to get a move on here. Here's Timber. Come on. Let's try and see if we can sneak a goal here before the half-hour mark. Rasmus Højlund into Garnacho. Garnacho, for the 3rd time in this episode, has put the ball in the back of the net. He gets the first Champions League goal here at the JJ Arena, and we do take a 1-0 lead here. Brilliant finish, brilliant move. He's really staking his claim in the squad at the moment. GSP, of course, on the bench. We move Palmer into the number 10 role, and Garnacho is taking the space out on the right, and he is taking every single opportunity of that chance at the moment. We take the lead here against AC Milan, and hopefully now we can have a very good defensive performance where we don't concede any goals, barely concede a chance, and we can win this game comfortably. But I'm probably going to have to get out of that dream world and focus on the reality that Milan are going to absolutely just go hell for leather now, and we probably will end up conceding. But let's try and see if we can hold off on that for as long as possible. Oh, like see what I mean? Oh, what a save by Sami Zayn. But you see what I mean? As soon as we go 1-0 up, they go right up the other end and normally get the goal. Thankfully this time, a bit of brilliant goalkeeping has kept us 1-0 up. And another brilliant bit of goalkeeping there, and I keep thinking that's our player, as Sami Zayn has to make another save there. It's just typical FC 25. Take the lead, and then it's just an absolute bombardment of chances from the opposition. But Kirkes there makes a really good tackle. The left back here over on the right hand side goes out for a throw in. He gives over to Mazraoui. Into Hjulman. Garnacho. Oh, lovely back heel to Mazraoui. Back to Garnacho. He's got Rasmus in space. The three Manchester United players linking up here. Rasmus Højlund, good block from the defender. Gordon can't get there. And Milan have it again. I would be thrilled beyond belief if we can keep this clean sheet here in the first half. I'd be more happy about keeping a clean sheet than I would be about being 1-0 up, genuinely. Oh, Leao with the strike. Again, I'd almost half accepted that we were going to concede there, but Sami Zayn's having a very good goal-keeping performance in this game. But Milan do get the corner here, only a couple of minutes to go before half-time. Headed away, it's going to come to Diogo Jota though. Palmer looks to win it off him, but he can't. Udogie, good block. Oh, I thought they were going to give the foul for a second, but nope, that surely will be half-time, where we will be 1-0 up. God, I thought the ref wasn't going to blow... Let me try that again. I thought the ref wasn't going to blow the whistle there for a second. Lads, honestly, I am passing out in this bloody room. I do apologise. But anyways, Garnacho's goal is the difference between the two teams here going into the half-time break. Let's hope we can keep that momentum going into the second half, and for the love of God, hopefully keep a clean sheet for once. As you can tell, lads, I am not built for this heat. I mean, I was in Las Vegas a few months ago. I don't know how the hell I survived over there, because that's just dead heat non-stop. Like, you're literally in the desert. It's absolutely horrendous over there if you're not used to the heat. But I feel like I dealt better with that heat than I did with the bloody heat that we have here in Ireland at the moment. But anyways, can AC Milan handle the heat from us? Well, at the moment we have to try and handle the heat from them. Oh my God, that's just beaten the post there. Sami Zayn, very, very lucky there not to concede. As AC Milan make a change in the midfield there. With Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer coming off the bench. I remember actually in the Oxford career mode, the amount of players we came up against with the most hilarious surnames. Honestly, it was every game there at one point. It's one of my lasting memories of that career mode. So there's a little throwback for you. Oh, as Martinez gets taken out there. Not even a yellow for that. He was very quick to blow the whistle there, ref. I thought for a second they might be going down to 10 men. Not that I thought they should have, but he was very quick to give the decision. But no card given in the end. But here's Kerkez now. Into Cole Palmer. Hjulman. Into Garnacho. Unlucky. Unlucky. Good interception there by Milan. We're on the ball here yet again. Gonzalez now. Up against Phil Brooks. Back with Fofana. But not the Fofana that we used in the Montreal series. That's going to be an equaliser. Yeah, knew it. Just knew it. There's just times where you can tell from the pattern of play that the opposition are going to score, and that was one of those chances. We've managed to keep Milan out for an hour, but I knew it was only a matter of time before they got a big chance that ended up going into the back of the net, and it has now come here with half an hour to go. 1-1. Listen, I can't say it's very frustrating. We held them out for as long as we could have. I'm actually almost proud in a way that it took us this long to concede a goal. But they are now back on level terms. Can we regain the lead here almost straight away? Palmer, I knew he was going to get closed down there. Tried to have the shot. Wasn't to be. And you know Milan now. Again, there's going to be a bombardment of chances. What do I even say? I mean, I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place here. I can't get mad at Diogo Jota, for obvious reasons. But I really want to get mad at this game right now. I said it earlier. There's being bad at defending, which I'm not going to claim I'm the best at defending. And then there's this, where there's just nothing you can do about the game wanting the opposition to score. It's absolutely just bloody ridiculous. 2-1 down here after being 1-0 up for a fucking hour. I'm sick of it. I really am. I feel like they've purposely, because the game got an update yesterday, I feel like they've purposely made the game shit so that people will go, oh, I'm sick of this, let me buy the new game and see if that's any better. Genuinely. The new game is only around the corner, so I think EA know what they're doing here, honestly. Rasmus, see what I mean? See what I mean? I mean, they can put the ball in the back of the net at bloody will, but I can't score from that range. It's so frustrating, it really is. Timber, back into Rasmus. Cole Palmer, please, does get the equaliser. 2-2 here with 15 minutes to go. I'm still really frustrated though. To be 1-0 up for 60 minutes and then to concede 2 goals in the space of bloody 2 seconds. It's very, very irritating. And you know with 15 minutes left, it's going to be the Spurs game all over again. I can already tell. I'm going to make some changes here. Garnacho, you know what? He's played well, but I do feel like now is a good time to take him off. GSP is going to come on. I'm going to bring on Kone for Timber. And you know what? Gordon's had a bit of a quiet game. Dazen Maeda is also going to come on for the final 15 minutes here. Let's see if these changes can help us get the victory here. Because after losing that game to Fenerbahce, I feel like we need to avoid dropping as many points as possible now since that game. Good tackle there by Lisandro Martinez. Here's Kone. It's Palmer's first Champions League goal of the season as well. Couldn't have come at a better time, really. Rasmus, what the fuck are you doing? I said it recently, lads. I'm trying not to swear as much in these episodes, but sometimes it physically hurts to not swear when there's so much bullshit to deal with. Genuinely. As Milan get a corner here, and it looks like they're making another change. Jota does come off for Jimenez. Leao's going to be the one to take the corner. Kirkes heads that away. Here's Kone. Go on. Maeda's making the run. Can he find him? Yes, he can. The 2 substitutes linking up there. Maeda has put us in front off the bench here with just over 5 minutes to go. The Japanese superstar has struck yet again. Oh, he has really become the Japanese Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Genuinely. I mean, I think I might have said it recently. He is almost similar to Diogo Jota as well, in the sense that you can play him anywhere across that front 4. If you're having problems with the players who've started in those attacking positions, it's fine. Just bring Maeda on and he'll do the rest. And we take the lead. 5 minutes left. Can we hold on now? That is the question. Maeda gets his first Champions League goal of the season as well. And hopefully we can hold on now. But I still feel like there's... I just feel like the goal scoring hasn't finished yet. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I bloody mean? It's this... Oh my god. Just fuck you, EA. Fuck you. Fuck everything that you absolutely represent. It's just the same fucking shit every year when it comes to these stupid... Oh, god. I just needed a moment to calm down there. Again, there's that's just EA's. EA's. If there was ever a clip to describe or to represent and demonstrate EA's, you've just seen it there. Absolutely ridiculous. And like, that's not where I was aiming the fucking ball. Oh my god, Milan could win this now. If they do, then honestly I might just end the series here and now. Genuinely. Phil Brooks. Oh, fucking idiot. Oh no, he wins a free kick, never mind. Oh no, he doesn't. He's given the fucking free kick away. Just end this game, please. Please just end this game. Get rid of it. Yeah, more points dropped here. Such a frustrating game. We actually held on to a lead for as long as we did. Didn't concede until the hour mark. Then AC Milan got 2 goals in the space of 2 seconds. Maeda looked like he'd won it off the bench, but no, as soon as we go in front, they go right up the other end and equalise. Absolute fucking disgrace. Nothing I could do. But that is not down to me being bad at defending. That is all down to EA's, which they never fix year in, year out. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. 17th place in the Champions League after 3 games, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, as many goals scored as we have conceded, 4 points on the table. And remember lads, we have a very, very tough bunch of fixtures here in the league phase. Bayern Munich away up next. I mean, I'm already dreading that game. It will be played in the next episode. Bilbao then after that, Galatasaray after that, then Atletico Madrid, and then we wrap things up at PSG. So this is going to be a very difficult campaign. I do think we'll have enough to get through at least a playoff place, but I could really do without being in the playoffs. I'd love to just go right on through to the last 16. But still, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very difficult process trying to get through to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. In the Premier League, though, things are looking quite well for us. We are top of the league. It's very, very close yet again, though. 1 point clear of Liverpool and Arsenal there in 2nd and 3rd place, respectively. But we do have a better goal difference than the 2 teams there. And of course, we are still in the League Cup as well. We did obviously show the first game that we played in that competition. It'll be Brentford away up next. So again, that you'd probably say we're favourites, but in FC 25, as you can see, sometimes it doesn't matter who the favourites on paper are, because the game will just pick who they want to win anyways. I promise I'm not salty. I promise I genuinely do enjoy playing career mode, and I'm buzzing for FC 26. I'm just very annoyed at this game at this moment in time. But anyways lads, that will do it for this very frustrating episode of the FC 25 Career Mode Dream Team. If you did enjoy it, please do hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel as well, and I will talk to you all in the next episode. Take care.